This is NR2003 Predicts. We take the entry list of NASCAR's top 3 series, send them through the ratings algorithm, and see who comes out on top. Here's a few tidbits to know heading in. The driver ratings are updated race by race to reflect the performance of that driver throughout the season, as well as at that specific track in recent years. The races are at 100% length and use normal tire and fuel wear. The starting lineup will match the real-life qualifying using the provisional starting order, not the one that includes drivers heading to the back. The weather will match the real-life start time data, and commentary will match the real-life scenarios, not the standings that will be posted at the end of the video. And as always, this series is for entertainment purposes only. Using artificial intelligence and using the results of this race for gambling purposes is discouraged. Looking at some of the other races of the weekend, the trucks at Michigan are going to be won by Christian Eckes, followed by Stuart Friesen, Grant Enfinger, Austin Hill, and Ryan Truex. David Gravel having a solid run in his debut in the Truck Series, 19th place. And a few incidents for the guys that normally run up toward the front, Zane Smith, Tyler Ankrum, Sheldon Creed, Ben Rhodes. A few accidents, a few other incidents, putting them a little further back. And at Road America for the Xfinity Series, Chase Briscoe, the winner at the Indy Road Course, beats out AJ Allmendinger, a road course ringer. Ross Chastain, Justin Haley, colleague teammates just behind him. And some road course ringers faring well. Andy Lally in 5th, Preston Portis 6th, R.C. Anderson in 12th, and a engine problem for Noah Gragson puts him in last place late in the race. Now we move on to our first race of the doubleheader from Michigan. Joey Logano and Denny Hamlin out in front. Green flag flies. And Logano did not get a good jump on the start, and that's going to bite him. Denny Hamlin using that outside line. It seems like that's where they're going to want to run, somewhere in the middle to that upper groove where they have some PJ1 up there. And right now the 11 car's taking advantage of a push from Aric Almirola while Joey Logano is down on the low side. That might not work out for him. But coming off of turn 4, going to be some problems here as Clint Bowyer and Ryan Newman make contact. A little bit of contact with Byron, and it's going to be Cole Custer that goes around at the end of it all. However, it's going to be a 1-car spin. Caution will fly, but fortunately no huge accident here to start off the race. But there is going to be a big mechanical problem. Tyler Reddick didn't get very far off the truck before his car is up in smoke. He's going to have to take it behind the wall. They might not get that one back out there. Denny Hamlin going to lead the way on the restart. Kevin Harvick slots into 3rd place, and Joey Logano is dropped back all the way to 5th after just 1 lap. Going to have some more problems here, though, as J.J. Yeley fades into Matt Benedetto. Hard hit for both of those drivers to the outside wall. Brendan Poole's going to hit in there. And here comes James Davison with a heavy hit on the 21 car. Slides all the way down to the inside of the track. A big hit there, and it's going to take Benedetto, Yeley, and Davison out of the race. Now, under that yellow, a little bit of pit strategy. You see Martin Truex Jr. now out in front, followed by John Hunter Nemechek. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. just behind them. Looking at some of the heavy hitters from this racetrack, Chase Elliott's sporting a pretty good record, 7.6 average finish. He has 7 top 10s in the 8 races he's run here, and that other race being a 20th place run. Now Kevin Harvick working his way to the front just like he has all season. He has 3 wins here at this racetrack, and so do a lot of drivers like Kurt Busch, Joey Logano, Matt Kenseth, Ryan Newman, and Denny Hamlin coming in with 2. Harvick currently out in front, and just as we talk about Newman, he gets in Austin Dillon in turn 3 and 4. And he's going to get a little bit of a hit there from Quinn Houff. And that is going to take the 6 car out of the race. Unfortunate for him. That's all it's going to lead to our first stage break. Aric Almirola winning the race back to the line. Kurt Busch just behind Denny Hamlin, Brad Keselowski, Chase Elliott up there in the top 5. And Bubba Wallace working his way into 8th place. Good run in this early stint. So we get back to Grain and Almirola. Kurt Busch still leading the way. Almirola still looking for that first victory. He's had a couple chances this season. Matt Kenseth now at the tail end of the lead lap. Caught behind some traffic, but carries the most active top 5s into this race. Unfortunately, though, it doesn't look like he's going to add on to that total. In top 10 counts, Matt Kenseth leading the way there as well. Kevin Harvick just 1 behind, and Joey Logano at 15, although he is trying to keep up with that main pack, and unfortunately for him, it doesn't seem to be working out. He's kind of riding in the middle part of the field, although he is on the lead lap. Can't say the same about some other drivers like Jimmy Johnson, who's led the most laps here among the active drivers, but he has been not so up to pace to start off this race, and so have a couple other drivers like Ryan Blaney and Austin Dillon, still trying to find their way, but they are already a lap down. Brad Keselowski just inked an extension at Team Penske after winning the race at New Hampshire, his third of the season. Meanwhile, a different story for Erik Jones. Just got the news this week that he is going to be released from Joe Gibbs Racing at the end of the season. He is looking for a new ride. So right now, he just needs to finish out the season, maybe make a push for the playoffs, but at the moment, he is still on the outside. William Byron just on the inside, running the spot behind him. And this is a perfect opportunity for him to gain some points. Tyler Reddick was behind him in 17th, and now he's out of the race, so Byron has the opportunity to really build that lead on the bubble. But we come to the end of stage 2, and it's going to be Kevin Harvick out in front, but it's a pretty close pack. Kurt Busch, Brad Keselowski, Denny Hamlin, Eric Almirola making up that top 5, and William Byron will be the last one to grab a point in this stage. Coming up to stage 3, final stint here, and Kevin Harvick leading the way, followed by Keselowski. But we're going to have another problem here in turn 4. Ryan Blaney getting into Garrett Smithley. John Hunter Nemechek gets into Blaney. A little bit of a chain reaction there, and the 38 goes around. Now we'll bring out another caution here. Fortunately, though, he'll take a 360 and pull away. Not too much damage on that race car. So Harvick takes the restart once again. And tries to pull away from the rest of the field, although everyone's kind of staying in close tow. Kyle Busch has worked his way into second place, and he is still looking for that first victory. He went out early at New Hampshire with a tire failure, hit the wall hard, and Big Brother is working his way to the inside, trying to take that spot away. We're going to have another problem here in turn 4. Reed Sorensen getting into Michael McDowell. He's going to send him for a spin. They are fading up the racetrack. They're really trying to get a hold of the grip, and there's a lot of grip up there in that high line, especially with the package they're running, but as they try to work that low line, they are having a hard time staying down there, and Michael McDowell became a victim off the front end of Sorensen. They will bunch up once again, and Harvick trying to see if he can stay out in front, and right now he's doing pretty successful at that. It looks like they've taken their last pit stop, and they won't need to come down again. He should be able to make it to the end on fuel, and Corey LaJoie, look at him having a great run right now. That's an unexpected run from that 32 team, and he is making it work right now. Meanwhile, Harvick still trying to hold off the Busch brothers as Kyle looks to the inside of Kurt. He's going to have to get a great run because Kurt's going to have the advantage on that outside line working at PJ1. As we see, Erik Jones is kind of faded away from the rest of the group, but he is still inside the top 10, almost the top 5, but he's going to have to work a lot for that top 5 to come. Still looking for that ride, and we will see if a good performance throughout the rest of the season can help him find one. Keselowski's also starting to fade away, along with Chase Elliott, from those top 3. Trying to work his way toward the front once again, but doesn't look like he's going to do it without a little bit of assistance. The leaders are coming up on lap traffic, and Kyle Busch is trying to capitalize, looking for a place to get around the 4 car. It looks like Kurt Busch might be a little held up, and the 18 really desperate for a victory. Obviously, he might be safe on points to get into the playoffs, but he is not going to make a deep run if he can't get something going in terms of playoff points. He is trying everything he can to get around that 4 car, but he is working that outside wall. White flag in the air, and the 18 is not close enough right now to make a move. This 4 car has been absolutely dominant throughout this entire season, leading the way in the regular season points, 81 points ahead of second place. He is second in the win column, though, as Denny Hamlin holds 5 wins on the season. Harvick at 4 right now, but a victory here is going to put him back tied at the top at least, and that is definitely going to make a statement that he is ready to make a championship run once again. Got the 2014 title. Can he go for his second? But coming off turn 4, Kyle Busch doesn't have anything for the 4 car. Harvick gonna win here at Michigan for the 4th time. Harvick, the winner of the last 2 summer events here at this racetrack, and tomorrow he'll try to go for another victory. He'll have to start from 20th, though, as they invert the starting grid. So Harvick out in front, the 2 Busch brothers make up second and third. Brad Keselowski, Chase Elliott in the top 5 as well. Eric Jones, 6th place run for him, just after getting the news that he won't be returning to this team. And Corey LaJoie, he stayed up there after putting up quite a performance, gets the 7th place run, and Cole Custer also having an impressive run up there in 9th. William Byron Joey Logano just outside the top 10 along with Martin Truex Jr. But we'll also Alex Bowman stay on the lead lap. You also see some of those guys that were trying to stay on the lead lap, unable to do it. Nemechek, Buescher, Bell, Stenhouse, Kenseth. Some tough days, and just seemed like some things really weren't going well for drivers like Ryan Blaney, Jimmy Johnson, Austin Dillon, Clint Boyer. They all just could not find the speed in their race cars, and they really suffered in performance today. Unfortunately, a few guys couldn't put up a performance as they crashed out at this one. Ryan Newman, Benedetto, Reddick, to name a few, and for Benedetto and Reddick, close on the playoff bubble, they really didn't need these types of days. That is it for NR2003 Predicts. We hope you enjoyed the race, and we will see you all next time.